All right, now for more on this, we are joined in by our correspondent Nishchita Virendra, who's presently in Thiruvananthapuram. Good morning to you, Nishchita. What is the situation like at this point of time? Is there any relief at all from the rains this morning?
Good morning, Saleh. Unlike yesterday, this morning Thiruvananthapuram has experienced slight rainfall, but let's not forget that it is the only district that did not go under red alert in this flood situation. And as of last evening's report of the IMD, only 3 districts are in red alert: Pattanamthitta, you have Alappuzha as well as Idukki. Apart from that, all the other districts are either on orange alert or have gone on heavy to just mild rainfall. What you see around me is one of the biggest collection and dispatch centers in Thiruvananthapuram, which is managed entirely by volunteers, mind you. You have to give up to the fantastic effort being put by especially the youngsters of Thiruvananthapuram, who feel that since they are in the better part of Kerala, they're not suffering because of the floods. It is their duty to help out in these difficult times. So there are material coming in from all across Thiruvananthapuram, where you have biscuits, you have packaged food, you have water, you have medicines coming in. Medicines specifically, what has been told, right from paracetamols to BP tablets to diabetes tablets to medicines for the little children, the aged. You have material like Dettol and other materials that can be used to clean up, since there is a possibility of an outbreak of diseases. You also have clean water being supplied. So all these materials that are being gathered from across Thiruvananthapuram being packaged here, and then you see the volunteers putting it in 20 kg sacks. The yellow sacks that you see right now are 20 kg sacks that are being prepared to be airdropped. They will be taken to the Naval Air Base from here in Thiruvananthapuram itself, from where it will be flown and airdropped. And that is the reason why it has DRDO food packets, it has water packets, it has non-perishable food. Let me speak to Mr. Balan here, who is one of the organizers. Mr. Balan, how many volunteers are working here, and how much of this material has already gone out?
We have already sent close to about 20 trucks to different parts of the state. And volunteers, actually we are having a big problem with volunteers, because everyone want to do their share. And this place, during the peak of time, we have more than 500 people working. Everyone is just a volunteer. We don't know where they come from and what are they doing, but they are full of energy, and in another half an hour you'll see by yourself what's happening here. It's quite amazing, the way the Kerala has come together.
Thiruvananthapuram is one of the districts that has not been as affected by the rains. So the camps around it also seem to be largely self-sufficient with the relief material that have been supplied. How are you planning to give it out to other far-flung relief camps in the state?
Yeah, because we are actually coordinating with the district administration. If somebody from any of the districts contacts Nishantini IPS, who is in charge of this place, then immediately we'll send truckloads of stuff, which is assorted, which means we are having everything. Almost all the camps where people are stranded, even the floors are wet inside. So starting from mats to put on the floor, then we talk about medicine, food, clothing, everything is here. And we are sorting each and one into separate cartons, and we are loading around 10 to 15 tons in every truck.
Thank you, Mr. Balan, for speaking to us. So, yesterday when we were speaking to a volunteer from another collection center, he mentioned that all they were using was social media. If they were short of any particular material, maybe mats, then they just put it up on social media saying that they're short of mats, and immediately you had people sending across these materials. So, the people of Thiruvananthapuram really working together to try and provide as much relief as they can to those who have been hit by the floods in other districts.
Absolutely, indeed. And also, Nishchita, considering the numbers, the staggering numbers of people who've been displaced and who've been taken into relief camps, we've got conflicting reports of people anywhere from about 6 lakhs to perhaps even about 2 million. That's 20 lakh people who have been shifted into relief camps. How much of a challenge is it, considering that there are several roads which are no longer in a state where you can actually negotiate through them? How much of a challenge is it to get aid to the people in the far-flung areas in Kerala who still perhaps are isolated from areas where they could get aid from?
Absolutely. Approach roads has become one of the biggest challenges for those providing relief, and that is the reason why even the government has been demanding that more choppers be deployed for the rescue and relief work, more sorties be conducted. But that too, the Air Force had said, is ensuring that the weather allows them to carry out these sorties. So today, considering that the Indian Met Department has predicted better weather, only 3 districts are under red alert, there is possibility of more sorties being conducted, relief material reaching out to more people, and also more people being lifted off marooned areas that can be shifted to relief camps. Just until yesterday morning, the count was about 2,500 relief camps, and this morning the count is around 3,500 relief camps, where you have over 6 lakh people already stationed. This is the figure that has been given out by the government, but unofficial figures are much more than that, because apart from the rescue camps that are being run by the civil administration as well as the armed forces, you have a lot of these private individuals who are helping out in whatever way they can, sending out trucks, sending out vehicles, sending out private flights to pick up those who have been stranded. Last evening we were at Thiruvananthapuram's college, Mar Revenue's college, where about 120 women who had been rescued by a college administration were stationed there. So these are people, just groups of 100, 200 who are being rescued by individual parties and people and groups. So they are not largely unaccounted for. So the number is 6 lakh according to the government rescue camps, but it can be a lot more than that, Mohammed Saleh.